We're live.
What up? Let's get weird. It's your boy Tommy G here with the Tuesday edition of the Stay Cashin show. Myself, Bill, Rupp, Ev Hand, and special guest Rackets finally came on. Bill, how many times have we asked Rackets to come on?
I mean, he's an elusive man. Look at him. He's in like a Miami high-rise or something today.
Got to keep you guys guessing.
Evan, what's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
We'll get into that. Yeah, we'll get into that. I'm pretty pissed off at everything.
We definitely should.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get into it more on Rupp and Rackets, but I'm pretty pissed off. I mean, I don't think you could bet on an NBA game anymore. I don't think it's like I'm pretty pissed off at sports. That's what I'm really mad at. Honestly.
I mean, listen, Rackets had the right idea by not betting NBA at all.
I mean,
Tommy just disappeared.
Hold on.
But yeah, the NBA. And now Tommy's red.
Why don't you let me do what I'm doing and shut the fuck up?
you guys thought I was joking when I said I clicked the 2022 year in review for NBA betting on FanDuel, and it took me to my Gamble Responsibly page.
Yeah,
it's like self-exclusion. I was like, you know what? You're right. I'm just going to stop.
Yeah, I didn't get that. It actually brought me to my stats, and I was surprised. I did pretty well on the NBA throughout the season. I was surprised. You know, that was one of my besting. You know who my player was that I bet most on? Westbrook.
Really? Oh, yeah, probably his turnovers.
Turnovers. That was just what I thought of turnovers.
When I finally got to mine, it was Bam Adebayo was my guy.
Mine was Durant. Mine was Steph Curry, actually. That's what mine was. Mine was Steph Curry on my year in review, which is shocking to me. I thought it would be someone else. Thought it would be Desmond Bain or something like that. But
yeah, Bain didn't start, though, until later in the year.
Yeah. Let me see if my camera's locked in here right. Am I cut off, Evan?
No. I'm moving it. I'm moving this thing. It's not you.
Oh, you're moving it? All right. I was going to say, it looks fine on mine, and now I see it being moved.
You're good. You're good.
All right, cool. So let's go over first. Let's get into, first of all, Rackets, when's the next big tennis tournament?
Wimbledon, less than 2 weeks.
All right.
Another Grand Slam coming right up, baby.
All right. When's that start? I got to mark my date here.
I want to say June 26th.
This month or is it July?
No, June 26th, the end of the month.
All right, cool. So are we going to be allowed to bring you back on here for tennis stuff too, or are you going to shade us?
You're gonna have to catch me, man. You got to track me down.
Believe this, Bill? We got to like make an appointment, like a nice restaurant in Manhattan, like 2 weeks in advance to get the
Serena entered. I was telling Rackets before we were talking about Serena entered as a wild card.
Yeah, she'll be out in the first round, depending on her draw, but she'll be out soon.
That's Bill's.
She has no hope.
What does Osaka do, Tommy?
Lose. She's probably never gonna play. She's probably done. Who knows? Probably quit. Is she in it?
I think so. Yeah.
So that means Rackets 11.
We'll see with the Achilles, but I don't like her too much on grass. I like her at the U.S. Open on the hard courts.
I don't like her at anything where she used to use her head.
You don't like her at all.
I'm gonna be against that little stupid whore. Yeah, fuck her. She's out. So I guess where do we want to start, Evan?
Well, I mean, we can start with all the NHL news going on right now.
Hit it. Let's go.
So allegedly, Connor McDavid cheated on his girlfriend this weekend coming home from a club, which is very big news because obviously it's his girlfriend, and he was literally just caught. I don't know. A lot of people saw the video, and he looked at the camera of the guy who yelled his name, and he just knew he was fucked. And the tweet I had along with it, it was a banger. The Twitter loved it. Sent out a tweet that was like a fake quote from Connor McDavid, and he was like, "I pride myself as a man of faith," and there's a deep fly ball in the left field, and that'll be a home run for Castellanos.
I mean, dude, to think these guys aren't fucking everyone everywhere is ridiculous. At least the girl looked hot.
Yeah.
You know? At least she was a little...
Yeah, I just looked her up.
Little piece. You don't want it to be a fucking slopopotamus you're cheating on. All right. So McDavid's fucking cheating on his chick like every other athlete does with their chick.
You know what I was wondering, talking about the cheating? They brought the Curry family shit up last night during the game.
What do you mean?
They showed Dell and his girlfriend, and they showed his ex-wife and her boyfriend.
But did they mention what I told you?
No, they spoke about that he was an ex-NFL player or something.
Uh-huh.
and she did something, I don't know, but it was weird because they were like, oh, they're talking about divorce. My mom, this morning, told me about it.
Did they happen to mention, I don't know if you guys know this, Rackets, I don't know if I mentioned this on the show or just to Bill privately, that Del Curry and his wife, Steph's mom and dad, broke up about 4 months ago, and Steph's mom is dating the girl that is dating the guy that Steph's dad is dating the girl. So you have two couples. Let me put it this way. So you have Steph Curry's parents right here, right?
NBA wife swap, dude.
And then there's another couple right here, right? That they used to hang out with all the time. They were best friends with. Well, Steph and his wife broke up, and Del started dating this guy's wife, and Del's wife started dating that girl's husband. So now they've swapped. They flipped. So now both those couples, which were obviously swingers and doing fucking all kinds of demonic shit because they gave birth to Steph and Steph, they just switched. And now they're going to the games together, and no one's like fucking talking about it. They're just full wife swap.
NBA wife swap. Millionaire
they
stuff.
spoke about it during the game. They showed them. I don't think they talked about the wife swap, but
that's the most important part.
But they were talking about they each have new people. And
they're not talking about those people used to be married?
I don't know. I have to ask my mom on that.
I mean, dude.
Find out. Because I was watching the game on mute while I was watching something else, baseball, I think, yesterday. But that game was just disgusting anyway.
I tried to not even watch it. I watched pieces of it because with the NBA, I'm done. I'm checked out, the NBA. It's such a scripted product, and I know people can't see it, and I know everyone's eyes are closed to it, and no one wants to believe what I'm saying, and Tommy's a conspiracy theory. I can't even watch it anymore because I just know the outcome is predetermined before the game now. After a couple games ago that I'll flip it on and off. I'm not betting on it. I'm just letting it end, and you guys could bet on it. I'm done.
I told you on the phone today, I never believed that it was scripted or it was fake or there was conspiracy behind any of the NBA because I always thought they made too much money for this for them to get paid off. But I have been seeing it, and I told you, you did change my mind on it. So I do believe it's fixed. I do believe it's fake. So you yourself has changed one person, and I'm a pretty hard person.
That's a tough person to fucking change.
Yeah. So you have opened my eyes. Now, if I can change one person, like
if I can change,
you can change.
You can change.
Everybody can change.
Everybody could change.
So now I have to find one person.
Well, Rackets, there you go. There's your guy.
No? Well, Rackets doesn't even give a fuck about it. So I
don't give a shit about the NBA.
Yeah.
Do you think it's fixed, Rackets?
No, 100%. I think the NBA is the most fixed sport of them all, honestly. And before that, I would have said tennis, but you got the electronic line callings a couple of years ago, and that took out a lot of shit, man. You don't see me complaining in the chat about umpires and referees and all that other stuff. Like, all that stuff's taken out of the game.
Yeah. Pete says Tommy sounds like a sour Nets fan. I've been saying this for 10 years.
His story hasn't changed.
Nets hadn't had a team since Drazen Petrovic until like 2 years ago. Like, even the Nets shit is scripted. How they fucking took the two guys who were on the outside of the inner cabal circle and Durant and Kyrie and stuck them on the same team together. It's all fucking, dude. Steph, last night, so I was looking this up. I almost smashed the under last night. I'm actually redoing my little process here because I'm realizing that there's a lot of rigging going on across all the sports. I mean, I don't think it was a coincidence either that, Tennessee, Virginia Tech, Oregon State, all these teams just get thumped out of the College World Series too. And I'm like, wait, if this was a college, like when I saw Virginia Tech minus 160 in that game as the better team who just threw up 2 touchdowns the night before, who was the favorite to win and had the pitching edge and had a tremendous offensive edge. If I saw that line on college basketball, I would have bet the other side. That's what's fun about college sports, that the fixing is so obvious that you can make a lot of money playing the other side of the fixes when the lines look bad. But I just feel like it's leaking into everywhere. Here's my favorite thing, Bill. I found this by accident. You told me something about the game last night, and I started to look up. We were trying to find out how much money was bet on the NBA game last night. And the first article that comes up is from 2 days ago. It says, the public is hammering this bet in game 5. This is from Prop US. The over money is flooding in on the DK Sportsbook, but the total only ticked up from 211 to 210.5, whatever. Didn't Boston get held under 100 twice? Meanwhile, Celtics spread money is showing up, jumping 51% from 20% earlier. So they had 90% of the money and 73% of the bets last night were on the over. And the Celtics plus the spread was getting pounded so much that the line dropped like 1.5, they're saying here. And what happens? The game goes under. Of course.
I mean, everything dropped. Curry's threes dropped from 5.5 to 4.5. And we all hit it. They lost the third quarter, which, I mean, I can't complain about because we've hit all the other ones. So that was bound to happen. And they were up 12 at half. So you expected, but I didn't expect a 10-0 run to start the third quarter by the Celtics. And then when I saw what was happening, when it finally got to minus 130 Warriors and the Celtics were coming back, they got it to they actually were winning. I was like, damn. And then next thing I know, they fucking don't call a foul or, don't call this. It could have been a 3-point play. I knew it was done.
You said it was like 5 3-point plays.
In a race, 3 or 4 in a row where Tatum was involved, Brown was involved, Williams, no calls. So, or if they did call it, it was called on the floor when the guy laid it up into the basket. He's hugging him, and it's called a foul on the floor.
I've seen that happen to Steph. I've seen that happen to Smart. I've seen it happen to everyone right now with them fucking calling these on-the-floor fouls when the NBA is the sport that gives everything a continuation.
I mean, we've seen everything, yeah. I mean, bro,
I didn't put a single bet out in the game last night. So I'm not saying any of this stuff on this game last night. Like, oh, they fucked me, this and that. I vowed. I'm like, I'm not fucking betting it.
What would they do if Giannis was in the finals? If they're not calling any of these continuations? Because he makes his living on those.
I mean, it's almost as bad, Evan, as having 121 viewers and 48 likes. Right?
I was just about to say something.
I mean, isn't it crazy? It's crazy.
I don't know what you guys are doing.
I don't know.
Well, I forgot to hit the like button. I just did. So
there you go. All right. So maybe rackets. Our own host doesn't even know to hit the fucking button.
Yeah, I mean,
in his defense, he shouldn't have to. It should be for the freeloaders.
Yeah, he should hit the button every time, or he should be fired and replaced by you immediately. So, I mean, I think the NBA Finals right now is just, I mean, basically the betting angle on the finals is to try and identify how. I think we've keyed it into two people, right? It's clearly Steph Curry and Tatum who are manipulating games. Like, it's clearly those two guys. Like, it's been Tatum the whole playoffs. I noticed it 2 rounds ago, and we saw it. And we saw when he was shooting differently, he was holding his arms in different spots, spreading it. So Tatum turning the ball over every time in certain spots. Tatum's been obvious. He has not done a very good job of hiding it. But Steph has made it pretty obvious, too, with how hard he tries. And then when he misses and when he hits. And it's very interesting.
Tommy, he was 0 for 9 from 3. The first time in his career that he didn't make a single 3 in a playoff game. And he's on the bench, happy as fuck, like he just won the fucking championship.
Yeah. What was it, like 282 games or something?
Yeah, it was his first time in his career. It's crazy. Like, he didn't hit one. And he's on the sideline going nuts, like cares in the world.
So if you think about it, so now, again, I want everyone to go back after this show, not now, after the show, and go watch the Netflix documentary on the Arizona State fixing games. Does anyone remember what it was called? Arizona State Netflix documentary. Here, I'll find it right now. Bad Sport. Okay. So they have like 10 of them, but it's called Bad Sport on Netflix. And episode 1 is the Arizona State kid. I forget his name. He was a stud. And it shows him fixing the games and how he did it. And the most important part of it is that he dropped 40 points in a game that he was fixing to not win by a lot. So like he was able actually to put up a fantastic box score and still keep the score down. So if you look at it last night, Bill, I mean, the Golden State Warriors won. Steph got his W, and he was able to keep the under 110 because had he dropped a few 3-pointers, all of a sudden, next thing you know, that total goes higher. So I think I would be ecstatic too if I was him. Was able to get done what we needed to get done and not get caught and win the game. Because I think what happened to Tatum in that one game that he was obviously throwing, he came back in and Jaylen Brown refused to give him the ball for fucking 5 minutes and they ended up winning. And at the end of the game, Tatum was like, yeah, okay, great.
I think it was the first time. I'm not 100% sure on it because there was like 2 minutes left. I didn't see. I think it was Steph Curry didn't have a stat in the second quarter.
Yes, it was. Hold on. Someone's saying USC. Was it USC or Arizona State, the kid?
But Steph Curry, I don't think had a stat in the second quarter. Not a point, not a rebound, not an assist, not a foul. Like, that's insane.
No, it was Arizona State. I'm right. Yeah, it was Arizona State, not USC. Same colors, so I can see how you can mix it up.
Well, anyway, we got about a week till the next game. So, I mean, it doesn't really even matter, right?
When is the next game?
I think
Thursday?
Thursday, yeah. So,
what?
we're just dragging it out, bro. It's ridiculous. We'll probably have 4 hockey games between now and then.
Fucking absolutely ridiculous. So what else we got in the headlines here?
The only other thing I wanted to cover is also in NHL news that there's allegedly a team captain who has a spreadsheet, who keeps a spreadsheet of all the women he's slept with, and it's over 1,000.
I mean, I had a sheet like that for a while.
Sounds like Tommy G. Not in hockey.
Could be.
I mean, maybe old school Tommy G. Yeah, right now my spreadsheet would be pretty barren. Wouldn't be as exciting as the 2012 spreadsheet that you would have seen.
Wonder if he keeps all their stats on that sheet too.
He's got like an algorithm. Comes up with his best lineup for the night.
Best head, biggest tip.
Dude, I used to have a sheet like that. I mean, listen, I think any guy who was a player.
Well, I mean, everybody had a little black book, right? Before.
Yeah, you had a thing with notes, right? No, Bill, you did.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, the book. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, listen, if you get to 1,000 bitches, that turns into an Excel spreadsheet quick.
Because like when, especially in North Jersey, like where everybody is named like Michelle or Karen or regular girls' names, you have to know that it's Michelle with the big tits, or Michelle with the long toe.
Of course,
annoying voice.
Yeah. You got to know the difference between the Michelle that keyed your car and the Michelle that gave you great head and never needed to call back.
Exactly. So you need the book, but now we have cell phones, so we don't need that.
Well, I used to
write the contact name.
Yeah, my notes section and contact name.
You know what I was thinking about today? I'm flipping through Trading Spaces or Trading Places came on, the movie. You know what, Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
And you know what's the weirdest thing in the world? You remember this, Tommy. Rackets, you might be around there too. Evan definitely doesn't remember this. All orange juice used to come frozen, concentrate.
Yeah, the little cylinder thing.
You get a little cylinder.
Yep, I remember that.
You have to pour it into a pitcher and add water. There was no going to the store and buying orange juice off the shelf like you do now. How fucking weird is that?
Is that true?
Yes.
I remember the cylinder joints.
I remember the cylinder thing.
So
I don't remember that it was only that.
So true that they made a movie about it, and it was literally traded on the stock market. That movie's not fake. They traded frozen concentrated orange juice.
I love how Bill goes, that movie's not fake. It's a movie about a black guy and a white guy.
The story is fake.
Bodies.
Yeah, but the story, well, you don't think that could happen too, Tommy?
Oh, my God. I think that
Well, there
happen.
you go. But yeah, the actual frozen orange juice, you couldn't go to the store and buy orange juice just drink it.
I mean, I didn't know that.
You
told me something else the other day I forgot, too. But
you didn't remember that? You don't remember going to
I have no memory. I feel like they Men in Black'd my memory, and I have nothing there. But
But you couldn't just have orange juice one day. You had to make a whole pitcher, and then it stayed in your fridge.
I mean, listen, it makes sense. I remember seeing the little fucking things. So,
Yep.
I don't know. So, what happened with Deshaun Watson before we get to some bets?
He just had a press conference today where he addressed some questions, but he didn't say a hell of a lot. Kind of deflect.
He should have undressed those questions.
Yeah, he's pretty good at that one, but he didn't. He didn't say a hell of a lot. He deflected a lot to his lawyer, but he said that the people in Cleveland love him and he feels welcome.
I mean, I'd love fucking. Listen, I believe that, guys, that the people in Cleveland love Deshaun Watson. What the fuck do you care if you're a fucking Cleveland football fan who's been dying since the dog pound of the fucking 80s to get a fucking team that can compete, and you got a quarterback you think can fucking get you somewhere, and he fucking finger popped a bunch of masseuses. You think these guys care? Like, they'll pretend to care when they talk to their friends and on Twitter and stuff. But do you really think the Cleveland Browns, the average Cleveland Brown football fan, gives a shit what any of these guys do in their spare time? What do you think?
No.
But Tyreek Hill's a god in Kansas City. He beats his kids. He beats his pregnant wife. Like, I mean, you don't think all the Bucs fans were rooting for Antonio Brown in the Super Bowl?
When you're good, bro. When you're good, you could do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want. No one fucking cares.
Unless there's a video of it. Unless there's a video of it.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill could have came to New York.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Tyreek Hill could have came. Not Tyreek Hill. What's his name? On San Francisco, you guys wanted.
Debo?
Yeah, Debo could have came to New York, and people just like that, just because you're good. Not saying that he did anything, but people who are good like him, you could do whatever you want. And
I mean, if I found out that Debo like fucking murdered someone, I would still want him in the Jets and root for him.
Of course.
What like the guys that are playing there now are great people? Like, what? Because you don't know about it yet? You know, Ray Rice was a good person until you saw the video. Tyreek Hill was a good person until you heard about it. Antonio Brown was a good person until you saw it over and over. Like, they're not good people. I mean, come on. Like, they're all bad people, most of them. Most people are bad people, correct? Like, there's not many good people. Like, if you met 100 people today, how many of them would you want your son to look up to and emulate? One? Right, so 99 of them are kind of, maybe zero. Like, so 99 out of 100 are fucking pretty fucked up and do some fucked up shit.
Yeah,
if you dug into the whole
athletes, we all know now they're not role models.
No, I mean, listen, you're talking athletes. You're talking the most alpha, the most aggressive, the most violent, the most competitive, the most selfish people.
But Tommy, we were trained when we grew up that these were our heroes, right? We were trained to be like Mike. That was the thing. I want to be like Mike, right? You wanted to be Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
The guy's not the guy you want to be. You know, I'm telling you, he doesn't have the best track record. We were born to be cops, right? You respect cops. These are your heroes. There are not many good ones out there left.
No.
You know?
No.
I mean, these people that we were trained to be our heroes are part of the reason why everything is so fucked up.
And that's why I love Charles Barkley. He was just like, I'm not a role model. I'm not trying to be anyone's role model. That was his big line that he took a lot of shit for. He's like, I'm not trying to be your role model. You don't want me as your role model. But I don't know. Let's get to some. We did the NBA recap. Let's get to some baseball here. Ev, if you want to move that up, let's start talking some baseball here. So Rackets is going to want to talk about his Baltimore Orioles, I'm sure.
I mean, listen,
Bill, have you ever seen anyone brag so much about such a piece of shit team?
So for anybody who doesn't know, Rackets called the Orioles the beginning of the season as his team. He's a Yankee fan, but as a secondary team or a shitty team to follow, like mine was Kansas City, I thought was going to do good this year. Obviously not, but Witt is doing pretty good. Rackets called the Orioles. Orioles score. They put up runs. You know, they're not.
Here's my reasoning, man. They're plus money every single day. They win like 40 to 45% of their games, and as a typical bettor, you're going to lose 45% of your games anyway. So if you're just betting them every single fucking day, you're going to make money eventually. Like, and we've been up for the last. I mean, we're 2 months into the season. I've been going at them for the last 6-7 weeks. They're slowing down a little bit now, but they're hitting Toronto and a little bit of injuries with Rodriguez not coming up, but they're still not. They're not a bad team. They score runs. Austin Hayes is one of the best hitters in the league that nobody knows about. But they got players, man.
You did call Hayes, which was phenomenal. I'll give you that. That was a great one. I'm just trying to see here. I'm trying to bring up the.
It's just their pitching is so bad.
Yeah, they got. I mean, Grayson Rodriguez getting hurt and not coming up for their. He's going to be hurt the rest of the season. He's not going to be up in the rotation until next year. That's going to hurt them. But John Means too. He had fucking Tommy John surgery. He'll be back next year. I mean, you add those guys back in the rotation, the team's going to be decent.
No, it's not.
Watch out, Tommy G. Gonna have yourself an Oriole bet just like the Mets this year.
The Orioles have they're 4 losses ahead of the Kansas City Royals.
They're like 6 games back in the wild card though.
Well, I mean the wild card's like 47 teams this year. But Rackets has been hot on picking a lot of these big money underdogs, especially. that comes. By the way, he's telling me there's 6 back in the wild card, Bill. They're 4th to last place in the AL.
6 back in the wild card, baby.
That's why the
Tigers are 7 back in the wild card.
That's all that matters.
Cards are so stupid. Like
that's all that matters.
It keeps everybody in the league in the game.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, it's June. Yeah, they're going to be 60 back by the end of the year. But all right, so let's look through this slate today for baseball. We got one game going on right now. I didn't do anything with the game today. Cardinals up 2-0 on the Pirates. What are you looking at today, Rackets? What do you like on the baseball slate?
I think there's going to be a lot of home runs in the Orioles-Jays game between Lyles and Kikuchi, more so on the Jays side. If you're looking at Dinger Tuesday for FanDuel, I like Teoscar Hernandez a lot tonight. Teoscar and Vlad, but I'm more on the Teoscar side.
Teoscar to homer. What's he, plus 300 or something probably?
Yeah, I think 290 is what I saw.
290.
Yeah, 290.
Kikuchi's trash, man. Fucking Kikuchi
So
sucks. Lyles.
If on the Orioles side, I'd like Mountcastle. Mountcastle's got a lot of power. He's been hot lately. He's like plus 490 or plus 440, something like that. Mountcastle for the Orioles and Teoscar for the Blue Jays.
Okay, yeah, I like the over in this game. This was honestly one of the games I knew you'd go to. I don't understand why this total's so low on this one here. They're giving
Kikuchi a little bit of respect. It's fine. He's a decent pitcher, but Lyles was good at the beginning of the year. The last couple starts, he's been giving up bombs. So I like the Jays to hit some home runs tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Lyles is garbage, right? Like he looked good. He did okay for like a month, but like throughout his career, this guy has been really bad, right?
Yeah, he was outperforming his expectations for sure the first month of the season. Yeah,
the MGM is offering, which seems kind of crazy, 8.5 minus 145. That seems like that should be juiced higher. I'm taking that one. Baltimore. Bill, what do you think of this game?
Yeah, I like it. I was going to do the Yankees and Judge. I do like Judge to hit a home run today, but the more I think about it, I'm going to change my Dinger Tuesday. I'm going to take Jose Ramirez, and I'm going to go with that Cleveland at the Rockies. Like you said,
actually, you know what, Evan, make a section called Dinger Tuesday.
All right.
In there, so it's not Tommy, Bill, Ghost, Rackets, whatever.
Yep.
Just make it Dinger Tuesday, and then me, Rackets, and Bill each put in our Dinger Tuesday.
Yeah, I'll fill it in. Yeah, I like that game a lot for scoring. So I was going to take that. The Yankees, I do like Judge a lot today, though. I might have Judge in like some type of home run parlay. Hopefully, it doesn't hit the top of the wall like last time. Maybe him, Ramirez, and him together. But I think there's going to be a lot of home runs in Colorado. The weather's warming up. That's a really high total of a game. Bieber.
So weather
okay. Senzatella giving up some runs. I think there's going to be a lot of home runs in there.
All right. So I'm targeting Chicago. I'm targeting the Cubs. We have 2 pitchers on the hill in Manaea and Hendricks, who are not normally pitchers you would target for overs. I know Rackets has been big on the Cubs train and been locked into them pretty hard this year. This game, Rackets, in Wrigley, 93 degrees, 14 mile per hour wind blowing out in Wrigley.
So that was I spoke to Hoffman before we came on. That was Hoffman's Dinger Tuesday was that game, and he's picking Machado.
That's what I'm doing. Right. I'm going Machado. In this one, let me just see here. Let me just pull this up while we do it. But I mean, that's like, you can't get more optimal hitting weather. The thing is, like, neither of these pitchers are pitchers I would really want to, target normally. But I mean, that weather's just fucking insane. Balls are gonna fly at it.
Yeah, that gives me a little bit of interest in Wisdom for the Cubs then.
Yeah.
All he's got to do is get it up in the air. Everything's fucking going out.
Just as long as he makes contact, you'll be okay. But Hendricks has been falling off a cliff a little bit. He started off pretty good, and then realistically just seems to be getting hit every game. He's given up 14 runs in his last 14 innings, 5 home runs in that span, give up 4 home runs to Arizona. So Hendricks is the guy that I'm going to go after here. I do like the Wisdom on that side, but I'm going right to it. I'm going Machado, Dinger Tuesday. Just put this
I like the Machado call too.
Yeah. What are his odds on this? It can't be very high.
I mean, Hendricks' fucking savant page just looks like a snowball.
Wow.
There's blue everywhere, dude.
Yeah.
Awful. There's blue everywhere.
Machado is plus 245 actually to homer. That's a little higher than I thought it would be. Wisdom's plus 198 rackets.
Yeah, see, they know.
Yeah, and you got guys on here who can get the ball out. You have Wisdom, you have Voit, Contreras, Machado, and then obviously you got Morel, Cronenworth, Happ, Profar. They could all ding one, but that top.
You nailed Morel, man. You were 100% right on that kid. He's really good.
I love that kid. He's fucking phenomenal. He's great. So all right, so I'm gonna go with Machado. Rackets, you're going with who? Who's your final answer for Dinger?
Teoscar.
Teoscar Hernandez plus 300.
Yep.
All right, and Bill, what's yours?
Jose Ramirez.
Wow, where did that come from? I thought you were on Judge and one other one.
I changed it last second.
Last second adjustment. All right.
Last second adjustment. That's how it goes.
What are we looking at here? Are you looking at just because it's Coors or what?
I like Colorado. I like it's warming up over there. I do like. I think their balls are going to be hit out today.
All right. So
in that game, I like the total. I like how it's so high. It's nice and high over there. I do have Cleveland's been hitting the ball. I like Ramirez. I got him the other day on a home run, so I like him today. And it's always a possibility that there's a million home runs hitting Coors, right? So I'm just going to go with the possibility of that happening tonight.
All right. I mean, listen, it's for those of you that don't know, does any other site do the Dinger Tuesday? I thought there was another site that did something like it.
I think Barstool does Thursdays, but it's not, you don't get paid for the, I don't know, it's something different. But Barstool, I think they do Thursday.
Okay.
But it's not the same as FanDuel. It's something else.
Okay. You do have some insane weather with a shitty pitcher in St. Louis. So I know a lot of people may be looking to go target some Cardinals later. 98 degrees and 10-mile-per-hour wind blowing out.
Well, they only have 3 runs so far. Cardinals were shut out yesterday until that one inning where they scored 5.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that whole division is so shitty. I mean, it's Friday or Saturday, they had 17 losses in a row throughout that division.
Yep.
They had one. Nobody in that division had won. I think the Brewers just won, right? Didn't they lose like fucking a whole bunch in a row? And crazy. The Braves have been crazy hot. And then yesterday they lose Albies.
Yeah.
He's on the
over 2 months now.
Yeah. So that's a big blow for them. They were catching the Mets. All of a sudden they were only 5 back. That's a big blow for them though.
Yeah, that's a big blow for me and my bet because I need Atlanta to be good to keep the pressure on the Mets. That's not good for our bet that we have. One of the things I was going to say about that St. Louis game, though, is that what's his face? Bryce Wilson. He's been getting bombed lately. He's given up 16 earned runs in his last 3 starts, only one of which he made out of the 3rd inning. But he's only given up 1 home run in that span. So if you always he's keeps the ball on the ground more often than not, but in those games. But I'm not going there. I'm going either to Coors, I'm going either to Baltimore game, or the one I just mentioned, the San Diego game. So those will be the dingers that we're looking at. What else do you guys like on the board today for baseball?
Yesterday, Rackets and I spoke. It was shitty yesterday.
Yep.
Yesterday,
I was on the Rangers last night. That was literally it. I hit the Mariners a little late on a comeback, but they didn't. They fell short.
I mean, we got the Yankees going against the Rays now. The Yankees are the fucking immovable force, immovable
Do you
object.
ever want to take the Yankees minus 225 against Tampa?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, dude, you're now looking at Tampa, and you're looking at the kryptonite here. And it's Garrett Cole, who just gave up 16 home runs in his last start.
Bill and I were talking yesterday. Cole's been their worst starter.
Yeah, he has.
That's why you don't know what Cole, like, I was going to do Judge. I still like Judge did home run today, but you don't know what Cole's going to show up. Is he going to be the one who gave up 3 home runs to open the game the other day? Or is he going to be one because it's kind of warm and humid out and he's going to have good grip on the ball?
I think it's we know Cole was cheating, right? Like they caught him cheating on camera. Like it wasn't even debatable when he was wiping his ass and doing the thing with the brown spot on his butt cheek.
Yeah. The whole brown streak on his ass.
I mean, we know he was cheating. So I think with Cole, the thing that we just have to accept is that you probably should wait an inning and then decide, because it's going to depend on whether he's cheating or not. I mean, someone who's that in depth with studying spin rate and studying this, that, and the other thing, you really think Cole hasn't gone out and studied which umpires kind of just go like this to check and which ones do more in-depth checking?
Tommy, from all the games I've been watching a lot of baseball, I think all of them are just going like this now.
But there's got to be a reason why Cole, I mean, if you just look at his games, every 2 or 3 games, he gives up like 5-6 runs, out of nowhere. Like it's like he's not even the same pitcher. It's very strange. Like there's got to be something going on, especially since we know this dude's cheating. Like we know he's cheating. Like, is there anyone on the mic that doesn't think Garrett Cole's cheating?
Nope.
No, or has this year. Maybe not every start, but yeah, he has. So that's how you kind of explain 2 innings, 7 earned runs, 5 earned runs, 6 earned runs, and then a bunch of shutouts.
3 straight homers to the Twins to lead off the game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a coincidence. So yeah, Yankees are going to be tough. Phillies, Marlins, no real interest there for me personally. What about you guys with the Mets? Mets, Brewers, Bassett on the hill today against Hauser.
Brewers have been shit, man.
Yeah, I like the Mets today too.
I'm kind of leaning towards the Mets also.
I'm on the Mets, the Red Sox, the White Sox, and there's one other team here.
All right. Talking about the Red Sox, laying some wood there.
The A's have been one of the worst teams in baseball, and Pivetta actually in his last 4 or 5 starts has been really, really good. Hopefully, don't have to get into the Red Sox bullpen because they can't hold the lead to save their lives. But I don't see the A's scoring that much. And Pivetta, he just won a complete game a couple starts ago. I think he 7 innings last time. I got to look up his numbers, but he's been really good the last month.
Yeah, I mean, Oakland's just a disaster. Like me and you even said, we like betting more against them.
I like them when they're in Oakland because there's no home field advantage there. You get the line of them being home, and the away team just beats them.
Yeah, they're just really. I think that fan base just destroyed that team. The GM destroyed the team, and then the fan base destroyed it even further to where they just want to go home. I don't even think they want to fucking play anymore. Half those guys. I do like Boston there. Bill, any lean on any of these?
I'm doing with Toronto's team total over 4.5.
I don't know if I'll ever do that again for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I'm hitting it. I liked how they hit yesterday. Today with the matchup again, I like the matchup. Lyles has given up 9 home runs. Kikuchi's given up a bunch. Like we said, there should be a lot of runs in this game today. I'll be very surprised if there's not. Toronto's been hitting. I can't just see them turning it off like that today. I don't think today's the day. So
actually, hold on. Yeah, go on. No, keep going. Don't post that, Evan.
I'll take over 4.5 minus 150 on their team total. If you can only get 5.5, I'll take that too. But 4.5 over minus 150, I like that a lot.
Okay, I know what I'm going to do with this game. Ignore what I just posted there, Evan. Just post Bills. I'm doing this Baltimore-Toronto game seems to be the game to attack here. 1+ runs each first 3 innings. So I'm going to do Baltimore and Toronto each to score 1 run. It's plus 130.
I was thinking about you the other day, Tommy. The Yankees, when they scored 18, there was a run in every inning of that game.
Great.
Yankees Cubs. They scored every inning.
I hate that.
Beat the shit out of Chicago Sunday, dude.
Yeah,
my cousin's a Cubs fan. He's like, bro, you can stop now. It was like 7-1 or something when he texted me. I'm like, it ain't gonna stop, dude. I'm like, they're fucking trash.
Looks like a mismatched softball team. One of those beer league softball teams where they just throw the towel in. I think there's a few games. Yeah, I mean, I think the play today for me is just going to be looking at totals. Just looking at that, targeting the Jays game, targeting the Cubs game, and then maybe even targeting the Rockies game, depending. I don't like the Beavers on one side of the hill, on the other side there. But Giants.
I think Colorado's going to get them. I think the weather, the air. I think the Colorado Mystique, I don't think he's going to be great.
Yeah, I'm going to go Red Sox Giants too.
But the live bets are awesome, guys. If you're not signed up, you don't want to do pregame, just come sit in the Discord and do the live bets. We're in there all night. Rackets is doing the live betting on the teams. I'm hitting the totals. Ghost is in there too. Tommy's in there. I've been killing live bets, killing them. Just keep betting these teams to keep scoring. We hit another one yesterday, so just keep coming in. We'll hit them like 4 or 5 in a day. The other day I should have gone perfect, but my dumb ass jumped on the Giants when they scored 2 in the first. And I told Rackets yesterday, I learned my lesson. I'm done. No more Giants totals for me for the rest of the season. They have no hitting. No.
Well, the Giants were never supposed to be.
No, it was stupid. Yeah. I got caught in because we were hitting so many. Yeah. We won like 6 in a row. And then the Giants, that was like the last game of the day. And they scored 2 in the first, and it was 4.5. I'm like, yeah, 3 more runs maybe. They didn't score another run. I knew it too. But I'm done with them. I'm done. They're going to end up winning games 2-0, 3-1.
Well, I mean, that's what they're supposed to be. So
exactly. So
since that loss to the Mets when they lost 13-3, which was literally like 20 games ago. It was a long time ago. It was almost a month ago. They have not had a single game where they let up more than 6 runs since the Mets series. They have not let up more than 6 runs in a game in their last 20. So this is a team that's going to win 5-3, 4-2, 3-2, lose 4-2, lose 5-3. Like they're going to hover right around that number, and they're going to be home run reliant as usual. But yeah, they're not a team that's really supposed to put up a lot of runs. They're a disciplined team. Their bullpen's getting a little bit better, thank God. But I do like them today. Obviously, they're laying a lot of juice here, so I'm taking them against the Royals. And pair it with Rackets' Red Sox, and then we'll get plus money on those two.
I liked the Royals yesterday. I was on that Royals game.
I bet them with you last night, though.
Yeah, I liked them yesterday. Should have had that fucking early first 5. We hit the strikeout total. Was 5.
Singer walked in 2 fucking runs. He just walked them in. They didn't even get a hit.
They didn't even get a hit, bro. That was crazy. They got fucking 2 runs off of nothing, Tommy. It was ridiculous. We got the under on his strikeouts, though. Royals don't strike out. They don't strike out, bro. You think how bad they are? But they're the third. They strike out third least in baseball. That's another under look today on that game, Tommy.
What's that, Logan Webb?
Yeah.
What's his strikeout number? Player strikeouts, 5.5.
I mean, as bad as Bubic, whatever you say his name, he's been awful, right?
Boobies.
He's been getting killed.
Orioles just destroyed him in his last start.
But Giants don't score. So tonight's will be a test. Let's see what the Giants can do.
I think to play, let me just see here. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Logan Webb over outs. I don't want to go the strikeouts.
What is his case?
5.5.
He was 5.5 yesterday. Took the under.
Yeah, I don't want to go to strikeouts, but let me just see. Player props, outs. Logan Webb 18.5. Gotta find a 17.5. I hate when I have to go over.
I don't think you're gonna find that.
Yeah, if you find a 17.5 on Logan Webb's outs, take that. I mean, you can get 4.5 strikeouts on MGM. It's odd they're offering that. But yeah, I wouldn't really go at the strikeout total. Not to mention, Logan Webb's kind of been hovering around like 6. So that's right around the number, right, for him. And like you said, Kansas City hasn't been striking out much. So, no, but I do like the outs. I think Logan Webb will get deeper into this game. I think he'll go 6-7 innings. But that.
We got the porn bot again.
Nice. There we go. It's Rackets.
I love it. I love the porn bot.
Yes.
I love when the porn bot comes. What else you got? What else you got here?
That's really it for me for right now. I'm going to target a lot of live betting today. Maybe the Yankees game, if the Yankees could start getting hot. We'll find out these next, like Rackets was saying yesterday, 13 games. These next 13 games are going to tell a lot about the Yankees. Right, Rackets, we got Tampa.
It's 3 against Tampa at home, and then they go to Toronto, and then they have the Astros and
Tampa again, then the
Tampa
Astros.
Again, and then the Astros. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 13 games, 7 at home, 6 on the road.
That's a tough string right there for the Yankees, Tommy.
Yeah, they don't really need to. Like I said, I mean,
they don't need to.
They don't need to do much, right?
Yeah, but this will tell a lot what type of team they are.
Yes.
This will tell you what they're built for the playoffs.
I mean, listen, I said at the beginning of the year, I hated the Aaron Boone extension. It's complete faction. He's got blackmail on somebody. That's why they're doing it. Same reason Beltran is in the booth. There's blackmail or something going on there. But I told you it was going to happen with the Yankees. All of a sudden, you're going to be here in July, and you're going to see the Yankees are in first place, right? We don't know how. We don't know why. They're just always going to be there because they're that fucking talented. So, I mean, I don't think any of this matters per se because we already know how the story ends. It ends with the Yankees making the playoffs, the Yankees getting out coached, and then not winning a World Series.
Hoffman and I were saying it yesterday on Rupp and Rackets that we just can't get excited about this great record because we know what happens when we get to October and September.
The script's been written, guys. The script's written every year. You're going to get
as long as Chapman's still on the team trying to close a game.
And I refuse to get suckered back in for another year for the playoffs where I get all excited that we got 96 wins. We get the Yankees. First of all, the Yankees could get 100 wins this year, and Judge could break the home run record. Well, the real home run record if you don't want to count Bonds.
Right, which you
know.
don't.
And we don't even have
pace
signed.
He's on pace to get close.
We don't even have him signed.
Listen, I was the one in the offseason who said you have to sign Judge. I don't care if his last 4 years are going to be shit. You pay for the next 6. That's it. And now they didn't. And now look what's happening. Now you're going to pay him fucking double. Steve
Cohen is drooling to get this guy.
I don't know if that's going to happen, though. I mean, listen, Judge is going to get signed by the Yankees. You can't. There's no legacy like a Yankee legacy, Bill. There's none. If you want to be up there with Maris and Mantle and Jeter and guys like that,
he doesn't have to move.
I'm just telling you.
Stay where he's at.
It's still the Mets, dude. Still the Mets.
Okay.
Still haven't won shit in forever. Still the Mets. Doesn't matter how sexy it looks. It's still the Mets.
But the bottom line is it doesn't matter because now the Yankees are going to have to pay a shitload more.
Well, now they're going to be in a bidding war with a billionaire. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah. Now you're fucked. But all right, let's go to what do you guys think of the NHL coming up? Ghost has been talking to us. I think
Ghost said he's coming in tomorrow to talk it because the game's
all right. So we'll leave that off till Ghost comes. What are your initial thoughts?
I like Colorado.
You think Colorado wins it?
I do. I had them in my little thing that Ghost did. I actually had Colorado Rangers. Obviously that didn't happen. But I like Colorado. I think it's their team. Tampa going to win again?
I mean, yeah.
You think?
I mean, how are they here?
I mean, but really? Again?
I don't know. I mean, listen, if you want to talk faction, Bill, there's been a lot of faction action going on in fucking Florida, right?
Yeah, but we said hockey has been immune to this so far.
No, I know. I'm just saying, no, not immune to outcomes necessarily. Definitely immune to individual statistics and stuff like that. But I don't know. Maybe they're just that good. I mean, I can't imagine that after
we spoke about it on the Discord. Is this a dynasty?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think just getting there, it's a dynasty now. Yeah, this is a dynasty. I mean, if they win 100%, you win 3 in a row, you're a dynasty. But they were in the finals, 5 years ago? They made the conference finals twice in the last 5 years. They didn't make the playoffs one time. They've won the Stanley Cup the last 2. I mean, you can't have much more of a dynasty. I know it's easier to win multiple championships in hockey than in other sports, but I don't know, man. I just look at that Avalanche team and I just think you could score on them, right? But Tampa Bay, if Vasilevsky's locked in, you can't score on them. Like if he's locked in, you can't score. Doors shut. That's it. You'll get 1. That's it. So this is kind of like one of those football matchups where you have the best offense versus the best defense type situation. But I think Tampa's got enough. I'm going to be betting Tampa. Curious to see who Ghost is on tomorrow when we're in here. Anything else? NBA is until Thursday, so we don't need to talk about that today.
We do 10 shows.
Yeah, we got 15 shows before we need to readdress what's going on in the NBA. Rackets, who do you think wins the championship? Do you think Warriors close it out next game? Do you think this goes 7?
It's going to go to 7, I think, but I think the Warriors end up winning.
Yeah, they need it to go to 7, right? They need to just faction Jackson it out. All right. Anything else, boys? Evan, anything else we missed?
No, all good here.
All right. Rupp, Rackets, anything else?
Nope. Rupp and Rackets today, 5:30 in the Discord.
All right. Final words, Joey Rackets.
Rupp and Rackets, 5:30 in the Discord.
Bill Rupp.
Rupp and Rackets, 5:30 in the Discord. Collect on Monday.
All right. If you collect on Monday, you collected from me because I definitely did not collect on Monday. Ev Hand, final words.
Let's get to 100 likes. If you haven't liked the video already, do it now. Thank you.
Do it.
Tune into Rupp and Rackets today to find out what was going on with Tommy G over the weekend.
Right.
What did he do? Where did he go? Why was he in the Discord so long? What was happening?
A lot of information for you guys. And I think we're going to blame it on our new No Mercy sponsor because they had about 6 of those edibles.
You're welcome.
We'll find out how that goes. Bill, you've had one of those yet?
Yeah, I did the half. Remember, I cut it in half.
Yeah, you just said it. Yeah.
One of me for cutting it in half that day.
Yeah.
And then I took a whole one last night. And I laughed at you because the half didn't do anything. It probably would do nothing to Rackets, but I was a little buzzed from it.
Well, the thing about it is I took one of them and it was enough to like feel like nice and buzzed. And then the second and the third really just kind of uppercut you.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Into the stratosphere, right?
Yeah, what are you, nuts?
Yeah, so like you took the one and were like, oh, this is like a good feeling. I like this. And I took it, was like, oh, this will make it better.
Yeah, no.
Gone. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Nothing. That's the problem with drugs.
I can't believe you
get
don't
that feeling where you're high, but you never get higher. It always you get sick.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
it's like you get buzzed, you get high, and then you can never hit that thing. You just go straight to kill yourself.
Yeah, it's with all drugs. You know, with K, you would enter a hole, so you never felt better. Now you can't see. No fun in that. You know, I mean, heroin, you do too much, you throw it up over the fucking floor.
Yeah.
So, you gave me weed that I almost died on your house. So drugs aren't good when you take too much. Alcohol too.
Dude, that's the great thing about fucking cocaine, though. You could just keep cocaine and tequila and shit. You just keep doing it and get higher and higher and higher.
I had the Discord on in the background. All I heard was you were yelling at Jay, then you were yelling
at everybody.
You were yelling at Rackets for not telling you a play. Yeah. Like Iconic was telling you to hedge or something, and you're like, hedge
the first
what?
I heard about the first I heard about the tennis play was when they were telling me to hedge it. I'm like, I didn't get it. Rackets, like I put in the chat. I'm like, I'm on the microphone for 5 hours. Why are you writing it in the chat? Then all of a sudden, Bill, everyone wants to get on the mic and go, Tommy, hedge the other side. I'm like, hedge what? I don't have to bet. Yeah, very frustrating. It's okay. We let Rackets live for that one. All right, guys, we are done here. Tune in tomorrow where we're going to have literally no sports but baseball again because none of these sports.
Hockey.
Yeah. Hockey's tomorrow. Okay, hockey's tomorrow. But NBA we'll talk about probably July 20th when the next game is.
We'll do NBA tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll do NBA tomorrow. We'll just do NBA every day. How about that? We'll do NBA every day and do what the NBA wants us to do and just drag our content out like Stephen A. Smith and shit. But we'll be back at it tomorrow for baseball. We have Ghost coming on for NHL. And we'll talk about NBA again tomorrow. So for Rackets, Bill Rupp, Evan Hand, whoever wasn't able to join us, I am Tommy G. Good luck. Stay cashin', motherfuckers.
Let's go!